Hey folks, Kevin here. Well, it's February 15th, 2022. I'm in the house and we're just starting our sweet potatoes, putting them in some beds of semi-soil, and I'll go over that in just a moment. And our soil, actually, this is the same soil that we grow our microgreens in. So here are our microgreens up here. The soilless mixture that we start off with right here is a mixture of peat moss and perlite. There are no other additives to this material, and it is basically a soilless mixture, meaning that there's no microorganisms. Now, of course, there's some microorganisms because they're airborne. We go ahead and we grow our microgreens, and I'm going to go ahead and harvest these microgreens right here to show you what we do with our leftovers from our microgreens. These microgreens are broccoli microgreens, or broccoli sprouts. And I'm just using a serrated knife to cut through them. And these are our fresh greens that we eat all winter long. And I've made videos on the benefits of growing microgreens in the past, the health benefits and all. So what we're doing is we're growing this. So there's lots of beneficial sulforaphane in the broccoli microgreens, and it's very healthy for us. So we'll have this on our wraps, on our sandwiches, and our salads, some of the dips we do, and we're left over with this where the roots are still intact in this soilless mixture, and you can see all of the roots here. I'm not sure how well this is showing up, but all of this material here, there's no weed seeds in here, there's no pathogens in here. But now that we've cut these, what will happen is the microorganisms will start to break down these products, and these can be beneficial soil microorganisms ultimately. Since there's no pathogens nor any weed seeds in here, they don't have to go through a full thermophilic composting system. So these will be brought over, these trays will be brought over to the work area, put into a Rubbermaid tote, and allow this material to be broken down. They don't have to go out into a composting pile. So once that is broken down, that soil is then used for various other purposes. Now there's little bits of some seeds that never actually germinated. Now this soil is a bit too wet right now, so I have to get a couple more sweet potatoes up from the root cellar, and I watch them, I feel them every couple of days just to make sure there are no soft spots on them. And there's a little bit of a soft spot right here, so you see how my fingers are squishing that some. That's an issue. So this sweet potato is going away. And so if your soil is too wet, that can allow opportunistic bacteria to start to invade in the tissue of the sweet potatoes. But if the sweet potatoes are maintained enough moisture but not get soaking wet, then what they'll do is they'll start sending up new shoots, which will be the sweet potato slips that we're going to grow out, and completely bury these would be the next step. So I'll pick a couple more sweet potatoes from the root cellar, and I'm using this soil that's already been used once to grow the microgreens, and next we'll use that for various other projects like growing the sweet potatoes. So that's where we're at so far with our sweet potato production inside in February of 2022. It'll take about a month before I start seeing the shoots coming up. well, at least 2 weeks. So here we go.